Okay, John, this is basically what it looks like on the outside here. I've got this door open on the cabinet. Now, right inside the cabinet, as you can see, up in that corner, right up in there, there are your screws for that fascia that's on the front of your TV pod. And as you look down here, I hope that you can see it. The light doesn't seem to be helping me much, but the pod itself, I left and I built some sides on like this so that essentially it's all closed in. And as I move along here, you'll see that it fits over the front of the cabinetry. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it out, and hang on here for just a second. I'll explain what I'm doing here. As I said, I have a double articulating arm mount that I put on it, and that mount is attached to, as you can see, a backing in there that I built on the steel frame. Now the steel frame is in there. After you get the front out and the TV out, you'll see the steel frame. And now, and I'm sure that you're mechanical enough to be able to figure out how you can put a backing in there. As you can see, I've got a 2x12 in there, and it's bolted in solid, where I could probably pick this coach up with that thing. It's so solid. So anyway, that's basically where I am with the backing that I put on there. Let me go on the other side. As you'll notice here, the TV comes out, and then as I move in here, I can just move that TV over to the side, the other side, and now you're seeing the, well, it would be my left side now, but you can see that mount. That's a super heavy duty mount. So essentially I overbuilt this thing. And as you can see around the face of the cabinetry, here is what I'm talking about right along here. All that is hook and loop Velcro. And so instead of having like some of that stuff that I showed you or sent you last night, where they had to build a block to hold that in, mine just sits on this level right here, and then I have the double sticky Velcro, and there's Velcro on the back of the TV right here, and then it goes right up against that, and bingo, it's tighter than tight, and it doesn't move when you're going down the road, and we have no ugly blocks and all that. So essentially that's what, you know, where I am with what I did. I'll show you the other side here, but I basically did the same thing with this side over here. I just built it up underneath, built a box, and you can see the button plugs that I used after we screwed it all together, and it is screwed and glued, and like I said, it's made out of cherry, and I'm not sure what color your cabinetry is, but as you can see, it matches pretty well, and the grain matches pretty well. So essentially what I did is Donnie Jensen, the fellow that I mentioned last night, took one of the doors actually off of the cabinet, this door actually, and took it and found wood, and he ended up with cherry because it essentially has the same grain patterns and things in it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it around again, and I'm going to show you on the back of the TV exactly where and what I did to hook it up. Now, there's what my hookups look like. This one, and this one are coming from the DVD player. These are RCA connections. This one is coming out of the system manifold, the electronic system manifold, which is up in the cupboard up here. And this one here is the HDMI cable that comes from my satellite receiver, which I have over in this side over here. So there's where I have my satellite receiver, and then over on this side is the electronics manifold. Whoops, sorry, I kind of moved the camera here, but essentially it should be the same as yours. And then all I did was, there's one coax cable that comes out of that goes to your TV, and that coax cable is right here. So that provides cable TV if I'm hooked up in a park with cable, and the on-air, over-the-air roof antenna local TV stations. This is the DVD player, and this is the receiver. And essentially that's it. Now, you had mentioned getting an amplifier. I did exactly the same thing that you were talking about, and I got a plug and put it on here and was going to plug an amplifier into that. But as I found out after I had gotten the amplifier, there is no volume control on it, because this is not controlled by the volume on the TV. On my TV anyway. I'm not sure, you know, where you would be with your TV. Okay? And as you can see, there's lots and lots and lots of room in there. And as you can see there, those are the marker lights on the front of the coach. And as you asked last night, what's in there, and maybe I should replace all of the cabinets in the front. I'm not sure you want to deal with that. That's kind of an ugly situation. You can see where the ceiling material stops, and you can also see what kind of room and whatever else is in there. I don't think I wouldn't want to anyway. Maybe you do. Okay, well, that's it, John. You got about 9 minutes of seeing what I've got here, and I'm hoping that that you can make your way through it. It really isn't all that difficult. Once you get started on it, you'll just kind of have to follow what it is that you know that you have, or the direction you have to go. So, good luck.